Here we are again.
What a great way to end the weekend with another Daily Smash for Monday, April 24th, 2023. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
We have a lot of fun stuff to share with you from our time over the weekend, but we wanted to start by sharing some IYLIA wine, which sponsors every Daily Smash. Mm-hmm. This is the Moscatel Macabeo, a crisp white.
Yay.
I would like to thank IYLIA for their sponsorship. We are big fans of this wine.
You
can try it for yourself at IYLIA.com. Use the discount code RickandKelly20 for 20% off, and they'll deliver it right to your door.
Cheers.
Cheers, baby.
Music to my mouth.
IYLIA wine, IYLIA.com.
You know they say music to your ears?
Yeah.
Music to my mouth.
I'll give you some music to your mouth.
You ever watch those food networks? And
Yeah.
There's like an orgasm that just went through my mouth. You're like, what?
For those of you who might be worried that we're drinking first thing Monday morning, we're actually recording this Sunday evening. And
We wait at least until 5 o'clock, you guys. Come on.
And after we're done recording this, we're going to go up on the roof where we have. Today I assembled our new pizza oven. Thanks, Asia.
Thanks, Asia. Asia bought us this pizza oven called Uni.
Uni, a 16-incher.
16-inch pizza oven.
And we got the gas attachment, the propane attachment.
Right. Doesn't usually come with that?
No, I think that's an add-on.
That's an add-on.
Yeah.
So we get this Uni. Asia buys us for $800. And I could have easily went on Amazon, but I was so excited to do it. It was a beautiful day earlier. Now the fog rolled in.
Yeah.
But so I go, okay, well, it's going to get ruined out here in the elements. Mm-hmm. So we had to buy a bag or a cover for it.
A cover. It was like $60.
Okay. And then we went to Williams-Sonoma.
We had to buy the accoutrement.
Yeah. And that was
this, and we got a wood one that we can serve the pizza on and insert it.
Oh,
right
yeah.
here.
So we had to get a wood one. Wait, give me that chili sauce right there.
This one?
Yeah. So we had to get a wood one from Williams-Sonoma. And then
there's
this place in San Francisco called Golden Boy Pizza, and I used to go there all the time. And they have like the ingredients in there. So I bought some pizza sauce.
This is not a commercial, by the way. We're just showing you all the crap that we had to buy to make pizzas. It's going to wind up costing about $1,000 per pie, but it's worth it.
Then I got this Uni pizza oil with spices. This looks delish.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But then I had to get, I don't know where all my platters are. Like I can't, because this place is so teeny tiny that I left a lot of my dishes and things in the garage, actually.
And there's a bunch in the desert. We moved a lot of our stuff out to the desert, too.
Right, like all my Hermes plates and everything. But I feel like I don't have anything again. So I had to buy one of these, and I have a million of these things. It makes me, doesn't that make you mad when you have to rebuy things over and over again, and you have them, but you just don't know where? It's kind of
makes me mad too. But we're very good consumers.
Excuse me.
You okay?
Sorry. Let me drink my wine.
Yeah, good idea. We also went to the Home and Garden Show at the mall on Sunday. We just went to the mall to buy this stuff, but there was a Home and Garden Show in progress at the mall. And I want to show this thing that I saw, this structure with a roof deck.
Rick goes, I can make this.
I thought that
cute?
was. Oh, sorry. I just thought it was so cool. It's like a she shed.
It's like a she shed, yeah.
Got a counter, the upstairs, like a roof deck.
And then the top has like a thing to lay out on.
Yeah, lounge chairs up there.
That looks like a mini house. Like he has this house in the Hamptons, and it looks like that.
It actually does. That looks like with the bar I built underneath the roof deck.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it looks just like that.
It looks just like it.
Actually, now that you mention it, maybe that's why I was so attracted to it.
But the way they decorated it in there was cute. They put CB2 in there.
Yeah, and the little
stairs. Little lights and the little stairs in there. Mm-hmm. It was cute. That garden show at South Coast Plaza. South Coast Plaza is a mall here in Costa Mesa, and it's like the highest end mall in all of Southern California, really.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, high end. Only high end stores in there, and they have like the Escadas and the Givenchy and the
Oh, you're talking about across the
Hermes.
street. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it's the like if everybody wants to go to South Coast Plaza, like that's and everybody from LA, they know about it. It's like a high end mall.
And during the pandemic, there were lines outside all these stores.
Like Hermes and Chanel and Louis Vuitton and but they do that in Hong Kong. They have lines out there. Like that's standard practice.
Wow.
In Hong Kong.
Waiting to spend big bucks.
I always thought that was so bizarre.
Yeah, me too.
But anyways, so they put this home and garden show in the mall, and it was packed. I mean, it was a good way of getting people into the mall, I thought, because people aren't shopping like they used to anymore.
Well, the top 2 floors, they had plants everywhere. Mm-hmm. They had like a whole nursery up there. I was going to show you this video. We went to a golf tournament on Friday in San Diego. In San Diego. It should be. Oh, here we go. Here's you. We played with these 2 guys. They're really cool. Do you remember their names?
Yes, Zach and Eddie.
Yeah, Zach and Eddie. And Zach was a very good golfer.
Very good.
Thank God we were playing best ball. So most of the time, it was his best ball, or Eddie occasionally. But you and I both had best balls.
I had a pretty good.
You had several of them, and I did too. But it was fun. And the first hole, actually, you had a couple of best balls. Here's a little video I put together.
Not bad.
I think that was your first shot.
Good job, babe.
All right.
So, the very first hole on the second shot, Kelly got closest to the pin.
I crushed it.
Tell us about your golfing experience.
I'm not a player. I just crush a lot.
There it is. Can you make this putt?
Do I get to go first?
Yeah.
It was so
That's
much,
your shot.
so much fun golfing with you.
I know. It's fun.
There you go.
I don't think this course had ever seen anything quite like you.
Oh, I'm sure. I didn't make it, so.
It's a good warm-up stroke.
And back in the tee.
A little too much
Yeah.
mustard on that one. But then, so then you got some shots of me golfing,
Oh, yeah,
and
this is the best. You guys have to watch this.
this
is so funny.
I might have missed the ball a couple times. This is one of the holes we sponsored. It sounded really good, but there's the ball.
He's like, where'd it go?
I'm wearing.
Wait, watch this.
Okay, I got it. Phil Mickelson.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Swing and a miss. Third time's the charm.
Look at the ball. Don't move your body.
Good advice.
Act like I know what to do. Yeah!
I clubbed that one pretty good. It was
Yeah.
about halfway down the fairway on the left side.
Good job, babe.
And then here's
Dude,
a.
this is pickleball party town right here. What are you doing?
Pickleball party town.
This is the-
drive for pickleball party town right now. This is a pickleball party town drive.
This is the other hole we sponsored.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, here it comes. Your pickleball party town drive.
I'm doing a lot of talking and not a lot of performing. You can see the divot. I hit like a foot behind.
A beaver tail.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it comes. Your pickleball party town drive today. Drive of the day now.
Are you joking? Let me do it. I bet you I can do better.
Yeah, I love the dance at the end.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, you know what? The dance at the end made up for it. Don't worry about it.
I'm not a pro golfer. Why you shoot your ball back?
We had a great time.
It was beautiful in San Diego.
Yeah, and it was for a really good cause. I wanted to show you. Hang on one second. This was we went down at the invitation of your cousin Jill. Jill and Rick. And the point of the charity, the Angels Above, is they're putting cameras in the neonatal unit at Rady Children's Hospital in San Diego. 1,200 families, 100,000 hours viewed in 8 months. And this is your cousin Jill talking about it.
Okay, so here's the camera that we use at Rady's Children's Hospital. What we do, it actually connects to the crib that the baby's on. So when parents are not able to be at the hospital, they have to go back to work, or they have other children at home, this gets turned on. They log on to a secure site, and with anything with an internet, they can watch their baby
On their
in
phone.
real time, on the phone, anything with internet service. So they can have a little screen, watching that they can watch their baby when they're on their computer
All day long?
all day long. And it comes at no cost to the families. So
That is
that's
so awesome. Angel Eye. Good job.
So her dad was my mom's brother, Uncle Reuben, and he went to Notre. He was an aeronautical engineer, and he was one of 2 Mexicans back in Notre Dame in 1950.
One of 2.
One of 2. That's it. And her dad came into Notre Dame with Levi jeans, and they've never seen anything like it. Was like an alien, he told me.
Yeah.
Came in, like they've never seen. It was like working class, like they've never, because they were pretty affluent back then, like in the like you only college, like rich lily white khakis, like were the dress. Like no one has seen.
Probably polos and khakis.
Yeah, and now look at now everyone's wearing Levi's, blue jeans, all ripped up. Like, isn't that funny?
It
how
is.
times change, how styles and now look at this.
Yep. You're bringing it back.
I'm bringing it back.
I want to read some comments, including this one from Wormy D. Remember Wormy D?
Oh yeah.
This person said, I'm the one who caused the rant, but I'm still here. It's fine to have differing opinions. I still enjoy the show. Thank you, Wormy D. Peg Pickering.
I laughed at that, by the way.
Listen, I don't agree with everything you say, but I can handle your opinions. Grow up, people, and be open to other ideas and opinions. I would agree with that.
Uh-huh.
And then JC wrote, I'm a gay man who doesn't follow the alphabet cult. I support Trump all the way and believe that J6, January 6th, was an inside job by the FBI and Capitol Police, along with Antifa. Never apologize for what you believe in, Rick. It's all about being real. Hashtag Marxism sucks. Hashtag Jacques is sexy.
Oh, he is. He's cute.
So I thought this was funny because then M. Karlob said, keep religion and politics off the air. And the next one was from Garden Goddess, who said, rant on, Rick.
You can't make everybody happy. I know. But you know what? I really don't like speaking about politics. I really don't. But I have to because it's current. It's like current events. Like I have a real problem. I'm not transphobic, as you guys know. I have a real problem with men competing in women's sports. That's it. And I have a problem with Joe Biden vetoing that bill.
Joe Biden trying to pass a bill that
I
forced
find
colleges.
it an insult.
No, he's trying to get a bill passed that would force colleges to allow transgender women to compete against women.
Mm-hmm. And I just find that an insult to us women who have struggled forever to have equal rights to men. And it's like it's setting us back.
To establish sports in the NCAA for women, and to be able to compete and get scholarships and actually win championships as women. I'm surprised more women aren't standing up and saying this is not okay.
Everybody is afraid. Everybody is afraid to speak their voice because you're called a bigot, a racist, or a transphobic.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to have an opinion, and it's disgusting. Okay, like if I was one of those chicks, I would get together and I would say, get out of here, get out of my pool.
Get out of my pool.
Get out of my pool.
Yeah, it's not fair.
It's not fair.
Priscilla Blogich said, hi, Kelly and Rick. My daughters and I have always loved watching you and appreciate your honesty and love for each other, family, and how to have a great time. My daughter's birthdays are April 30th and May 5th. They're a year and 5 days apart. We are spending their birthdays in Laguna, and I wanted to ask you for a restaurant recommendation for Cinco de Mayo celebration. I just love the deck.
I love the deck. I mean, I'm trying to think of a Mexican restaurant.
What's that
El
one?
Ranchito have El Ranchito, but I don't like it. I think it's gross. The Mexican food in Laguna is not good, like at all. Like
She mentioned Javier's. Javier's is
Kaya,
great.
Javier's is delicious.
It's probably going to be packed on Cinco de Mayo. But
But if you're going to go to Laguna, I would check out the deck. I love the deck. Laguna Beach Hotel is really neat. That just
Yeah.
opened up.
Yeah.
They have a bar called the Kaya Bar, like rooftop up on the top. They have Mozambique is kind of cool, but you have to have like South African food.
The Montage is high end. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know
Montage
about-
is high end.
I don't know about Cinco de Mayo celebrations, but the deck, you have to go early and maybe drop Kelly's name because they know we're there. But it's not a big restaurant, and you might have to wait. So that would be my suggestion. Carol Berry said, what does Jacques mean by we don't show our guests around in Oz, Australia? What a ridiculous comment. Of course we do. And then Anita Williams
Well,
said,
he's from a small town, though. I think a teeny tiny little small town of.
well, maybe his friends are a-holes.
But
and they don't,
our friends from Oz, like my friend Michael Condon,
yeah.
he's cool. Like he said, he'll show us around at Byron Bay. Like he was like,
I want to go.
I want to go. He
If
said
you're in
he-
Australia,
if you're in Australia, I did Australian when I was on the show. It was like a Today show for Australia.
yeah.
I really want to go.
Yeah, we want to go. So
Can
if you know
anybody
anybody
sponsor
over
us
there and they
over
want to
there?
bring us in for
Yeah.
an interview. And Anita Williams said, love Jacques. Move to U.S., baby.
Oh, this wine's so good.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it.
So I had
Cheers.
something really funny happen this weekend. So this weekend, my girlfriend Claudia turned 50. She lives in Huntington Beach. She is a huge right-wing Republican, like far right, to the point where I even have kind of a hard time like listening to her.
And she's a conspiracy theorist.
And she's a conspiracy theorist to boot. So she had. So tell them what happened to you today or yesterday.
Oh, so she had this party and she called it Flat Earth Day, a Flat Earth Day birthday party because I guess it was Earth Day.
Yesterday.
And she believes in flat Earth. I'm not kidding. I think she actually believes the Earth is flat. She also believes that the moon landing was a fake, which I don't. I have an issue with most conspiracy theories, but I know some of them are actually coming true now, so whatever. But they had a questionnaire that they had everyone at the party fill out and asked. Some of them were conspiracy-related questions. Some of them were 1973 questions because that's when she was born. And I just, from memory, from being in the news business as long as I was, I just filled it out. And apparently I got almost every one of them right. And she was so suspicious that I must have cheated that she gave the first prize to her cousin, who actually made the video they were playing during her party and is a huge conspiracy theorist. So, and he already knew probably all this stuff, but I don't know this for sure. She said I missed a couple questions and that he beat me, but others told me that I had the most right answers.
How did he beat you when he put that thing together? It was not fair by any stretch.
Yeah.
Okay?
But your friend Tarek came with us.
So my friend Rick, Tarek. So I met Tarek 5 years ago at a Migos concert because Migos is one of my favorite, like, rap. And I took Jolie with me.
Yeah.
And Shannon Bedore brought her daughters, and I was talking to Migos, and I was trying to get backstage for Jolie because Jolie and I love Migos, and you know that song "Walk It Like I Tuck It." Walk it like I tuck it, like that song. Walk it, walk.
Yeah,
and
no,
then
keep going.
okay, they have a ton of hits. So Rick was like their manager, or not manager, but like working for them. Or he's like good friends with them. So he got my number, and he's a kid. He's like a 30-year-old, or at the time he was in his 20s, and we became Facebook friend or Instagram friends, and through that whole COVID stuff. He was always texting, like writing me or texting me, I'm on your side. The guy is African American and he's from Atlanta And
he actually grew up in Columbia, South Carolina, where I had that was my first TV job. And he and I, he was like, what? Like, we had a great moment when I told him that I knew Columbia. I spent a year, a week, and a day there.
So
exactly.
We've always kind of just stayed in touch via Instagram. And, when I got fired, he felt bad for me. He said that, he's like, I don't know why people call you racist. It's always the white people that do.
Yeah.
And so he said, hey, I'm in LA right now with this famous, he's kind of like working for this guy that's famous.
He apparently works with Kanye. He's like a designer or something. He works with Kanye.
He's doing clothes right now.
Yeah.
So he comes over and he wants to see Newport. He's never been in Newport. So I'm like, oh, I'll show you around. We'll take some bikes. But I have a 50th birthday party. Do you mind coming? And he said, yeah, I would love to come. Like, whatever. So we go to this conspiracy theory. Thank God that the guy leans more to the right, because could you imagine going into this group of big time Republicans?
Yeah,
it would feel awkward, right? But thank God he leans more conservative, and we had this girl all over him. He's 30. Okay. He just turned 30, I think, last month.
Yeah.
This lady must have been 50, my age.
Yeah.
And she was she wanted some.
Oh.
She wanted some. And
apparently she didn't get any, but that's off the record.
But were we dying laughing? It was such entertainment for us.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Well, more importantly, he had a really good time. And then he FaceTimed you today with his mom, because his mom is a big fan of yours.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cute that the two of them were FaceTiming you, and I said hi. And he's a really good guy.
And she goes, oh my God, there's Jolie. Because, she's watched Jolie grow up on TV. And we just had a really good weekend.
Jolie drove us to the party. She was our designated driver.
She was our DD, yeah.
But then we had to Uber home.
But it took him 2 hours to get here from LA yesterday.
Oh, I would have.
2 hours.
I would have gone out of my mind.
Yes.
Can't handle that. It was packed here on the peninsula this weekend. This is our first really nice Saturday. There must have been thousands of people here going to the beach.
So I decided what kind of car I want. I decided today.
Yes.
I'm going to get a Tesla.
We were all set to get an Escalade because we feel like we need a big SUV. And Kelly's like, I don't want to fill the gas tank. I don't want to do oil changes.
Yeah, I don't want to do all oil changes and maintenance. And it's like every time I buy a Mercedes, I have to pay like $3,000 for the year for my maintenance package. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I just, tires, I don't know. It's just
tires. That's it.
Tires, that's it, right?
Well, the guy who drove us home.
What about brakes?
From the party. Yeah, that too. But he has a Tesla. And that's probably Tony.
Can you get it?
Yeah.
Real quick. Hold, please.
It is Tony.
Oh, it is Tony. My cousin Tony's supposed to come right now.
We're finishing up our smash.
Is he here?
Okay, what do you want us to bring?
Nothing. We have everything.
Okay, all right, okay, bye.
Bye.
See you soon.
So we're
we're
doing a pizza party.
I was going to say the driver he drove us home in a Tesla Model Y. And so we were questioning him about the car on the way home and how he loved it. He said he's driven 20,000 miles. He hasn't had to do any maintenance whatsoever.
And your sister said she liked it.
My sister has a Y and she loves it. So I think we're getting a Y.
Because my middle or my name ends in Y.
So does mine.
My first name, not my
Ricky.
Ricky.
Okay, so I don't think we're going to do a in the news, but we are going to do a news-related reel of the day. Mm-hmm. Check this out.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay?
Both of you guys?
Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was a general.
Right beforehand, said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Mother, take it outside if you want.
I like at the end how he's like, mother. He's like, mother, but call me a lady, okay? Call me a lady. I'm a she. I'm a she. Because I guess he said, guys, because I guess he was getting into it with another. I'm not a guy.
He's like, no, I'm talking about it.
It's ma'am.
I'm talking about it in general. I always say that. Hey, guys.
I mean, it's almost like the inmates are running the asylum.
Yeah.
I mean,
it is.
Can we just calm down and and like,
Can we just calm down and be kind and nice to each other? Like, do we have to be calling each other names? You know, let's just do what's right. Let's do what's right.
yeah, no name calling, Kelly.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I do have to name call like Tamara because that chick is like, she thinks she's too big for her britches. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Well, we have much more to bring you throughout the week, including, I think, some highlights from an interview with Nick Ritchie, which is happening here.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Monday, we're doing Captain Sandy's podcast.
Yes.
Tuesday, we're talking to Nick Ritchie. And then, of course, we're going to show you highlights of our pizza oven, the inaugural pizza.
So Captain Sandy, I love her so much. And she and Leah are my friends. And when I got fired, they called me immediately. Like, so kind, so nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And then Megan Weaver, she's going to be filming a big party at her house, and we're going to be on that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But which is funny because it was Shannon told me, hey, I want you to film with me at my parties, right? Last year.
Yeah.
And Bravo said, absolutely not. Kelly is not to be at all filmed. Like, basically, they hate me.
Of course.
And then Thomas Kelly, my old executive producer, you know, he got fired. Then he called me and said, yeah, Bravo hates you, and you'll never be able to film ever again. So,
Oh, well, we always have the Smash, and we have our Patreon, Rick and Kelly show on patreon.com.
and by the way, our patrons today, we have a Zoom every Sunday around 10.
Yeah.
And we just laughed.
It was
we
so
had
much
Valerie
fun.
from the Bravo Lowdown on there giving us the story, and we were just in stitches. We
So,
just laughed so hard.
If you want to join our weekly Zoom calls, just sign up for Patreon. Subscribe on Patreon. Go to party or VIP level, and you can join us every week for an hour-long Zoom call every weekend. And the show itself is an hour long, and it's new every week, and we throw a lot of extra stuff at you, and we think it's really worth it.
I also want to give a shout out to my friend from Citizen House. She decorated and staged Heather McDonald's house in the desert, and she did such a beautiful job in that house. It is absolutely stunning.
Can't wait to stay there.
Can't wait to stay there, Heather McDonald. And Peter.
You guys have a smash-tastic day, and don't
Yes,
forget
guys.
to subscribe here on YouTube.
Let's have a wonderful week, everybody. Okay?
We'll
Mwah.
see ya.
God bless.